So I hope you can hear me. For those that don't know me, I am really uncomfortable up here. I'd rather be with about 15 people in a corner drinking beer and having kangaroo court conversations, not with a microphone. But here we are. So I'm Taylor's dad. I want to thank everyone, along with my wife Sue, Taylor's mom Jennifer, her husband Chip. So we want to thank everyone for being here on this special occasion. I want to thank Dalton's parents, Laurie and Dave. The rehearsal dinner last night, phenomenal. I appreciate the energy, all your involvement, the organization that took to put this shindig together. Special shout out to Dave. So Dave and I, about a year ago, had really just this dubious task of going with Dalton and Taylor to several places to try out the food that we're having here tonight. That was a chore. I mean, we struggled through it, but we made it. So, Dave, thank you. And I know Laurie was really happy about that. Not so much. All right, and also, thanks for bringing Dalton. All right, so here we are. What a day it's been. Venue's great. Weather. Didn't rain. Great. All right. So can we get a round of applause for the officiant Hayden? Well done to the entire wedding party. You guys are amazing. You look great. However, Alex and Maddie, I got a little bias. You guys. But the entire wedding party, I want to thank you for all these showers, bachelorette parties, bachelor parties. You know, you guys had to drink beer and stuff that you don't like to do normally. So thank you for that. Also, I understand that at the bachelorette party, Maddie and Taylor, I believe you guys were winners of Beer Olympics. Hey, proud parent right here for that. Additional thanks to Harrison and Tristan. Without you guys today, people might have been passing out, you know, but you kept everybody hydrated, so thank you. So again, the entire wedding party, thank you for your past, current, and future support of Dalton and Taylor. All right, so walking my little girl down the aisle today. It was stupendous. Just wonderful. Doesn't she look absolutely stunning? They all had to clap on that. So if you've ever seen Taylor after a volleyball match, after an Orange Theory workout, you know what a sweaty mess she can be. So, nice job, Taylor. So Taylor really can fit into any situation. So when she was little, she could go up to my grandmother, her great-grandmother, and have a conversation with her great-grandmother, with her great-aunts, great-uncles, and she just fit right in. And then she could turn around and go back to playing with her neighborhood friends, her cousins, maybe her brothers and sisters. But she can fit in any situation. She just adapts. And I'll tell you, I'm not E-Jazzerating when I say that. All right, I also want to give a shout out to the booze crew. So, thanks for supporting Taylor and also allowing Dalton into your crew. The booze crew and that gang, so that reminds me of another little story. I don't want to go into specifics actually, but Emily and Killer, You know what I'm talking about. And there's no way that that was my little girl's idea. And another little story. Maddie, do you got a count on how many of the middle of the night pool swims you guys took throughout the neighborhood? 52. Again, proud parent. All right, what can I say about Dalton? He fits in. He's a little sarcastic. Sometimes. But he fits right in with this family. Whether it's our holiday shenanigans, sports escapades, family trips. Who remembers the song? On the road again. Just can't wait to get on the road again. It doesn't matter, Dalton fits in. Dalton's ready to go, whatever we throw at him. Dalton, let's go golf. Dalton, let's go on a trip. We're going to go to, well, Dalton, you're going to drive to Montana. Okay, he does it. So he's an awesome young man, and I'm looking forward to his journey along with Taylor's, along with Billy and Ralph. And let's not forget about Hayden. Taylor, Dalton, Hayden, Billy, Ralph. Now, at this point in my speech, I'm supposed to give some words of wisdom. You know, always listen to each other, never go to sleep mad. So, just breathe. Take a breath, have fun together, laugh about things, be silly. Life is too short. You're going to have challenges, but just find the humor, don't sweat the small stuff, and there's nothing that you two can't deal with. Taylor, I'm proud to be your dad. Dalton, it's my great pleasure to welcome you to the family. With that, lift the glass to the bride and groom. This is the first day of the rest of your life.
And I have the honor of standing next to you today as you marry the love of your life. And no, I'm not talking about Ralph or Billy. Talking about you, Dalton. Taylor and I were friends long before we became stepsisters. We actually met in the 3rd grade in a boiler room, out of all places, during a fire drill. We were pulled in to act as the missing kids to see if our other teachers would notice. Rumor has it Taylor's teacher did not notice, but she turned out just fine. Look at her. She's beautiful. Alright. Our friendship didn't truly blossom until about 4 years later when we joined the 7th grade volleyball team. Or 8th grade, I don't know if you don't know. And since then, we have been inseparable. For those who knew us back then, man, we were a good time. I mean, we still are a good time. Let's be honest. Alright. Back then, our lives were filled with running around Fort Mitchell doing the silliest and most embarrassing things. And maybe jumping in a pool or two. Andy, I know you know a lot about that. And the fun didn't stop there. In case you didn't know, it's Taylor's dream to go to every single national park. And I have been chosen as her lucky sidekick to get her to complete this mission. So our first national park trip was out to Utah. And this trip had to be perfect. It was our first one. And honestly, it was pretty dang great. I think we killed it. So, not only was this the trip that I found out that Taylor and Dalton were official, but But also when Taylor and I might have had one of our best sister moments. Here we were in the middle of nowhere, setting up camp for the night, and I'll make it a long story short. This place was not the place you wanted to be, and we managed to lock ourselves out of our van. So here we were, like two 25-year-old girls just running around trying to find help. Anyways, we found ourselves back into the van, and once we got in there, we shut the door, just started laughing because we knew we were thinking the same thing. We cannot tell our parents about this. Now, if that doesn't scream sisters getting into mischief, I don't know what does. I don't think anyone would have guessed that the two little girls they took for a fire drill would later become best friends and then eventually stepsisters. Taylor, you're the sister I've always wanted, and I could not be more grateful that I have someone as fun and as silly as you are in my life. You're a dream chaser and one of the most loyal and dedicated people I know, and also someone who will only settle for the best. That brings me to you, Dalton. I have never heard Taylor talk about anyone as much as she talks about Dalton. But it's just a testament of how much she loves and adores you, and also how happy you make her. You guys complement each other in every way possible, and I'm so excited to see what your future holds. And Dalton, while I know that I will always be Sailor Taylor's National Park sidekick, you're more than welcome to join us on our adventures whenever you want. Alright, so please join me in raising a glass to Taylor and Dalton. May your life together be filled with endless love, happiness, and more adventures to come. Cheers. Alright, shake. And now to Jared.
Hello everyone, my name is Jared. First I want to say, great job Maddie, great job Hayden, Andy. Dave last night gave a speech. He said something about Dalton being mature, and we all know that's not true. But anyway, my name is Jared, one of Dalton's best men. It's my honor to be a part of this wedding today. No one ever said that best man speech was way too short, so I'm going to keep this brief. I first met Dalton in Mr. Lonman's 6th grade math class at Conner Middle School. We began to connect over our love for baseball. That eventually led to us playing shortstop and second base in the state baseball tournament. Unfortunately, not the championship, just a tournament. Sorry, Arlo. Over that time, I grew to be very close with Dalton and his family. We'd spend many weekends over there swimming, throwing baseball, playing cornhole, whatever we would want to do as young kids. Dalton has always been the adventurous one, just like Maddie has stated. He spent a lot of times in other states and other countries. One of those particular times, several of us showed up at the Harshbarger's house unannounced and played cornhole until they showed up to see us there. What? Yeah, I think Dalton. It was at 2 a.m. I think Dalton was either. I can't remember if he was in China. I think he was in China. We couldn't keep ourselves away from them. Dalton has always been the friend that I can count on. I'm constantly asking for his advice because I know that he has my best interest in mind. As I mentioned, we have several things in common, including our love for baseball, golf, and smoking meats. Our text threads used to be the newest baseball glove or bat, but now it's us sending pictures of our meat. Brisket, ribs, steak. Fast forward to April 2021. It was actually April 2nd, 2021, which is ironically the official start of their relationship. I went back and read my text messages, specifically my wife, who was in Louisville at the time. She said, well, what do you think about her? And I said, you know what? She's fun, she's a very positive person, and she's very easygoing. And I said, I think she's the one for him. And that sounds cliche, but I almost brought a text, but that is literally what I said. It's exactly what I said. It was clear from that day forward that they were a perfect team, and I'm confident that you two bring the best out in each other. I want to thank you guys both for allowing me to be part of this special day. I'm very lucky to have both of you in my life, and I couldn't be happier for the two of you. Everyone, please raise a glass to Dalton and Taylor.
You guys sick of hearing speeches yet? Because you got two more. Alright, hi everyone. If you don't know who I am by now, then you either haven't been paying attention or you're at the wrong wedding. I am Taylor's older sister, Allie. I was the one sobbing up front as she walked down the aisle. Yeah, Taylor and I, we go way back. 27 years, 9 months, and 29 days today. Yeah, that one took me a minute. Recently, I found a photo of the day of Taylor's birth. Mom is basically passed out on the bed, and Dad's holding you, and I'm pumped. I have this big grin across my face because I have a brand new little sister. Yeah. Our brother Ryan was less pumped in the corner because now he has 2 annoying little sisters. But, yeah, no, you can't win them all. But Taylor was the cutest baby you've ever seen. She had these giant, round, big cheeks. She had these huge, beautiful brown eyes and these impossibly cute bangs that were cut directly straight across that, trust me, not everyone can pull off, but she did. Yeah. I, on the other hand, was this like small, weird-shaped alien baby. It was not cute, but it got better. But yes, Taylor was the cutest thing through and through. And later she became very pretty, and now she's this stunning goddess that we all see before us. Am I right? I will not stop it. But hey, looks aren't everything. The inside counts too. And as far back as I can remember, Taylor was referred to as a pistol by our parents. Yeah, she was a firecracker, hot-headed, tantrums. She'd get anything she wanted by throwing a fit. Not that she doesn't deserve everything she wants. Dalton, take notes. But, you know, all the traits you'd expect of the baby of the family. And as, obviously, a perfect angel of a middle child, if I flip my hair enough, got on my nerves. Because, you see, I had to babysit her. And, those of you who were at my wedding, you heard Taylor's side of the story during her maid of honor speech. But it's really important that I tell you it from my side here today because it's come full circle. We'll get there. Yeah. So I had to babysit Taylor. And part of my job was to make sure she did her chores or else I would get in trouble. Yeah, you older siblings get it. I know you do. So Taylor, of course, being the hot-headed little ball of fun firecracker that she was, wouldn't. So I had to chase her around the house and make her do her chores. And occasionally, when things got tough, I'd pull a spatula out of the kitchen drawer and I'd smack her butt with it as I chased her until I was able to catch her and pick her up and make her do the thing. It was effective, all right? But clearly, we've come a long way since then. Being 5 years apart in age, I went off to college and became an adult and got, travel around for jobs, and we kind of lost touch a little bit. We see each other at family functions, but we just weren't super close until Taylor graduated college, and I feel like then we reconnected in a big way. She was still stubborn and fiery, that hadn't changed, but instead of a hard-headed, temperamental child, she was this beautiful, driven, and passionate adult. Yes, as you grow up, those traits become better things. Taylor is an incredible special education teacher. I cannot think of a more challenging job, and I run in a wheel of death for a living. So, that's saying a lot. I could never do what she does. She's creative, she's understanding, and she's filled with such a kindness that I cannot help but envy her strength and progress. She knows what she wants, she knows who she is, and she's not shy about it. I'd seen Taylor with other guys, and to be frank, they couldn't handle her.
Yeah, that's right. These are truly inspiring traits that she has, and not many people can deal with that unless they themselves possess them. And that brings us to Dalton. Hey. Dalton showed up, and as you heard my dad say, he was an immediate hit with our family. He could talk sports with our dad, our step-siblings, and with my husband. He could bake cookies during Christmas time and cook with our step-parents. He could keep up with the energy of our mom, and he could game with our brother and me. It ticked all the boxes. He's patient with Taylor, and he's a calming place for her when she needs it. He knows he can call at 2 a.m. if Taylor is struggling and needs her sister. Dalton is clever, he's successful, he's a sweetheart, and I'm grateful that Taylor was able to find her match in him. The only downside, though, and I've heard them both admit this, all right, is that Dalton isn't the best with cleaning and doing chores around the house. Not to worry, I have a tried and true method that works every time. Yes, that's right. Taylor, it's time I pass on the spatula to you. For the universe, in its own twisted way, has gifted you the same trials as an adult as you inflicted on me as a child. Full circle. We are here today to celebrate this beautiful couple whose love and happiness permeates and ripples throughout the room. I don't think I've ever said anything so cheesy my whole life. But it's true. So I have 3 things to drink to before I pass off the mic. First is to Dalton for loving and supporting and taking care of one of the most precious people to me. Don't screw this up. To Dalton. Second, to Taylor, the most beautiful bride. I'm so proud of you, and I'm so grateful to have you in my corner. There used to only be 2 of us who could say this, but I love the fact now that there's 7 of us, but we are very lucky to have you as a sister. I love you so much. To Taylor. And lastly, to the spatula. May you keep another household clean and relationship bonded and lasting the ages. To the spatula. Thanks, everyone.
All right, y'all gotta sit through one more, but they saved the best for last, so I pinky promise it'll be a good time. So my name is Chester. As of today, Dalton, I have known you for 7,619 days. That is assuming that the first day of 2nd grade in Miss Hendrickson's class was on Wednesday, August 13th, 2003. I couldn't find the Boone County school schedule from 2003. I tried, dude. Which comes out to 20 years, 10 months, and 9 days. That's long as shit. In those 7,619 days, we've experienced just about anything 2 dudes with a million common interests could experience. Quite a lot of firsts. Girlfriends, kisses, not with each other. Heartbreaks, jobs, good and bad grades, promotions, graduations, sports accomplishments, sips of alcohol, and now today, your first wedding. We have shared a ton of very, very happy moments together too. Sports championships, video game celebrations, pool parties, vacations, golf outings, and so many more. We've also been by each other's sides during some of the toughest moments in our lives. Silly breakups in elementary school, breakups in middle and high school. We've been broken up with quite a bit. Sickness, illness, you coming to Nana's funeral with Adam. Meant a whole lot. We've been through just about everything together. I say all of this because we have really been through it all. You've been by my side, whether you're a million miles away in an Asian country, in Bowling Green, 90 miles up 71 in NKY while I'm in Louisville, or go Tops, or in the sleeping bag right next to me as we lay on the bedroom floor upstairs talking about the girl we thought was cute that weekend. It's safe to say that you and I, and many of us in this room, imagine I would be the one in the white dress next to you today. From the day I met you until the day we left for college, brother, we were inseparable. So much so that Dave and Laurie started a running joke that Michelle and Greg should start paying child support. I spent that much time at your house. It eventually was said so much that I don't think it was a joke anymore. During the summers, it seemed as if I was at your house any free moment I had. During the school year, it was safe to say I was there 95% of the weekends. There were even moments where we would be at your house, as Jared alluded to, when nobody was home. That's how much we liked being at your house. Love you, Dave. I had become an actual part of your family. I would spend evenings playing cards with your grandparents at their place. I would play games with you and Trent during his visits. I had a room designated for me by the time Logan and Kirby had moved out. Your mom and dad refer to me and many of us guys in this room as sons, and your sisters tell me they love me each time I see them because I was their little brother. I didn't cry a single time practicing this, but it's not going to go so well today. Not only have you been the absolute best friend to me for nearly 21 years now, but you've been such a role model to me in so many weird ways. I looked up to you, well, metaphorically, of course, because most of my life I was taller than you. But I admired so much about who you are. If Dalton was doing it, I wanted to do it too. You taught me so many jokes, and I mean, dude, so many jokes, because you were always the funniest person in school. I vividly remember the day I nearly peed my pants the first time I saw you waddle like a duck and make that stupid duck noise you make. That one. Across the classroom in second grade. Thank you for participating. You were a blast to play video games with, too, because you were better at them all the time. And because of that, I was always getting better because of you. Playing sports with you was so frustrating because you were always more athletic and more talented at just about everything that we did. Dude, holy shit, were you fast. You were a pro, even Club Penguin, dude. We played Club Penguin, you taught me how to play that. You were the most fun person I had and still have ever met. I admired how much you were willing to try new things, take on new adventures. Bro, you even taught me how to text. And I'm not even making that up. You literally taught me how to send a text message. I grew up because of you and with you. So many of my earliest memories, lessons, and growth moments have come with you right next to me, and I genuinely admired you and still admire you to this day. What also makes you special is how you make everyone around you feel welcome, included, heard, appreciated, and wanted. You are so kind and genuinely passionate about being a friend. You were the first person to rag on someone, but the first to pick them up. You were the first to make a joke that will get a loud boo, and then quickly turn around and make another really bad joke and get an even louder boo. You are loyal, caring, and understanding. You always seem to know exactly what everyone around you needs. Whether it's a smile, a hug, a laugh, or a shoulder to cry on, you are that guy. There is a reason so many people here in this room love you dearly and unconditionally. There is a reason so many people here yearn to be in your presence. Blake jokes all the time that a free day for Dalton is a free day for everybody else because free days for Dalton are few and far between. You are the most impossible person to plan with because everybody is dying to have a slice of Dalton. Everyone wants to spend their time with you because you provide happiness. You are the life of the party everywhere you go, and we all love you so much for that. If you were to put a picture next to the word friend in the dictionary, it would be that perfect face right there. You are a friend to anyone and everyone, and Taylor most certainly knows she is lucky to have a lifelong friend in you now. Which brings me to Taylor. Taylor, I knew you were the person for Dalton pretty early on. The way Dalton would talk about you and just seemed so at ease with you when talking about you was something I had never seen before. You matched Dalton's energy and his itch for adventure, as many people have alluded to tonight. You are so damn kind, loving, and compassionate. And we can always tell when a partner is going to be around for a while based on how they respond to the asinine environment that is created when our group of high school buddies get together. You fit in perfectly then, and even more so now. You love to pick on Dalton, but you love to pick him up. You love to give Dalton grief, but you love to be there when he grieves. You have been a friend to me and the rest of us silly boys, and that is almost everything we look for. But the one thing, though, that I do judge most harshly is how well do you love Dalton. And I'm not talking about how much love do you have for him, how much do you like spending time with him, or any of that. I have judged every person in Dalton's life in the past on how much they love him for him. How much are they willing to not only let him be himself, but encourage him to be his best, true, authentic self. Taylor, you have done that better than anyone has, can, or ever will. There are two things in my relationship with Dalton that I can now count on. One, that he will always be my friend. And two, that he will always be happy because he has you in his corner as his partner. So thank you for loving my friend. What else can I say, Dalton? From early days of playing video games on your mom's computer in her office, to texting girls and chucking our phone across the room, to creating some of the greatest video game memories a person could ask for, to getting sunburn at pool parties, the 362,000 games of cornhole that we played together, and I did count them too, to getting into fights playing 21 in your driveway, to being the most unstoppable duo in euchre ever since learning that in your parents' dining room, to hiding Mike's Hard bottles in a bin in your parents' basement, to sharing drunken nights and emotions together, to walking WKU's campus, beach vacations, and having you stand by my side on my wedding day. We have been through it all. I love you, plain and simple. I couldn't be more happy for you, for Taylor, and the couple you would become. I cannot wait to share the next rest of our lives creating so many more memories together. So here's to Taylor and Dalton. I love you both.